For every parent, there comes a moment when pride and quiet heartbreak coexist, when the child who once fit in your arms begins to walk confidently into the world alone. For Angelina Jolie, that moment didn't arrive once, but many times, unfolding differently with each of her 6 children. Her journey through motherhood has been anything but ordinary, shaped by international adoption, global travel, creativity, and life lived under constant public attention. Yet beneath the fame lies a deeply human story, a mother learning to let go while holding on. Jolie's children grew up navigating cultures, expectations, and identities in ways few others experience, but at the heart of it all was a consistent foundation of love, freedom, and support. Their upbringing reflects a belief that children thrive when they are seen, heard, and allowed to become who they truly are, on their own terms. Maddox, growing up with global awareness. Maddox, Angelina Jolie's eldest son, entered her life through adoption from Cambodia in 2002, marking the beginning of a family rooted in global awareness. From a young age, Maddox was exposed to different cultures, languages, and perspectives, shaping him into a thoughtful and observant individual. Growing up in an international household taught him responsibility early, and he often appeared mature beyond his years. Rather than being drawn to public attention, Maddox showed an interest in learning, history, and film, especially stories connected to Southeast Asia. His calm demeanor and quiet confidence reflected a young man comfortable navigating complexity. As he grew older, he increasingly chose privacy and independence, focusing on education and meaningful creative work. Maddox's journey illustrates how a child raised with cultural respect and emotional grounding can grow into someone deeply aware of the world and his place within it. Pax, finding identity through creativity. Pax joined the family after being adopted from Vietnam at the age of 3, transitioning from a quiet early childhood into a bustling, multicultural household. That shift shaped Pax into a deeply creative and introspective person. Rather than stepping into the spotlight, he gravitated toward artistic expression behind the scenes, exploring photography, visual art, and design. Growing up around filmmaking gave him access to creative tools, but his interests developed organically, guided by curiosity rather than expectation. Pax's creative journey has always been personal, reflecting his desire to express himself without relying on his family's fame. Over time, he cultivated a strong sense of independence, choosing projects that allowed him to learn and grow quietly. His path highlights how creativity can be both a refuge and a form of self-discovery, especially for children growing up in extraordinary circumstances. Zahara, compassion shaped by purpose. Zahara Marley. Jolie's story is one deeply rooted in empathy, compassion, and purpose. Adopted from Ethiopia as an infant, Zahara grew up immersed in humanitarian values that shaped her worldview from the start. Surrounded by conversations about global responsibility and kindness, she developed a strong sense of social awareness early in life. While she explored artistic outlets like voice work and visual art, her greatest passion emerged in helping others. As a teenager, Zahara participated in charitable initiatives that supported women and vulnerable communities, demonstrating maturity and leadership well beyond her years. When she later left home for college, it marked an emotional milestone, not just for her family, but for Jolie as a mother, learning to release control with pride. Zahara's journey reflects how compassion, when nurtured early, can evolve into meaningful action and lifelong purpose. Shiloh. The freedom to be yourself. From the moment she was born, Shiloh Jolie Pitt embodied individuality. Growing up, she expressed herself freely, often challenging traditional expectations through her style, interests, and personality. Angelina Jolie consistently emphasized that her children should feel safe exploring who they are, and Shiloh embraced that freedom fully. Dance became her primary form of expression, allowing her to communicate emotion, strength, and confidence through movement. Her dedication to dance reflected discipline and passion rather than performance for attention. As she matured, Shiloh made thoughtful decisions about identity and personal direction, reinforcing her desire for autonomy. Her journey serves as a powerful reminder that self-expression flourishes when children are supported rather than shaped by outside pressures. Shiloh's path highlights the importance of giving young people the space to define themselves without fear or limitation. Knox, growing up at his own pace. Knox Leon Jolie Pitt entered the world as one half of a twin, growing up surrounded by older siblings and creative energy. Unlike some of his family members, Knox has taken a quieter path, choosing to observe, learn, and grow at his own pace. His childhood included travel, cultural exposure, and small creative experiences, all of which helped him develop curiosity without pressure. Knox's upbringing emphasized balance, participating when he wished and stepping back when needed. This approach allowed him to maintain a sense of normalcy despite extraordinary surroundings. He was encouraged to explore interests naturally rather than follow expectations. Knox's story reflects an important lesson in parenting. Not every child needs to stand out loudly to thrive. Sometimes growth happens quietly, shaped by patience, trust, and the freedom to evolve without comparison. Vivienne, discovering passion through collaboration. Vivienne Marceline Jolie Pitt showed early interest in storytelling and performance, but her growth has been marked by curiosity rather than ambition. While she appeared in small acting roles as a child, Vivienne increasingly gravitated toward learning behind the scenes. Assisting her mother in theater and production projects allowed her to understand creativity as a collaborative process rather than a spotlight-driven pursuit. Her willingness to learn, observe, and contribute demonstrated maturity and focus at a young age. Vivienne's interests reflect a thoughtful balance between imagination and discipline, showing how creative passion can develop through mentorship and hands-on experience. Despite growing up in a famous family, she chose paths that emphasized growth over attention. Vivienne's journey highlights the value of nurturing interest without pressure, allowing passion to unfold naturally over time. Parenting with intention and balance. Angelina Jolie's parenting philosophy centers on trust, exposure, and emotional safety. Raising children in the public eye required careful balance, protecting their privacy while preparing them for the realities of the world. Jolie emphasized cultural understanding, empathy, and independence, encouraging her children to ask questions and form their own perspectives. Travel, education, and humanitarian exposure were not about privilege, but awareness. At home, creativity and open conversation were encouraged, creating a space where each child felt valued as an individual. Rather than imposing expectations, Jolie allowed her children to explore interests freely, whether in art, academics, or activism. This intentional approach fostered resilience and self-confidence. Her parenting reflects a belief that children grow best when guided with respect rather than control, supported rather than directed, and trusted to become themselves. Balancing fame with normal life. Living under constant public attention presents challenges few families face, yet Jolie worked to create stability wherever possible. Choices about where her children were born, educated, and raised were made with privacy and emotional well-being in mind. Family routines, shared meals, and creative collaboration helped ground the children in everyday experiences. While media attention was unavoidable, the family prioritized boundaries, teaching the importance of discretion and personal space. The children learned early that fame does not define identity. By emphasizing values over visibility, Jolie helped her children understand that their worth came from who they are, not how they are perceived. This balance allowed them to grow with confidence rather than pressure. Their upbringing demonstrates that even in extraordinary circumstances, intentional choices can create a sense of normalcy and emotional security. Growing into their own futures. As Jolie's children continue stepping into adulthood, each carries the foundation built during their formative years: creativity, empathy, independence, and curiosity. Their paths differ, yet all reflect intentional growth shaped by freedom and support. Whether pursuing education, art, humanitarian work, or personal exploration, they move forward with confidence rooted in self-awareness. Their journeys remind us that parenting is not about control, but guidance, patience, and trust. Angelina Jolie's story as a mother is ultimately a human one, learning when to protect, when to step back, and when to simply watch with pride. Through love, respect, and understanding, she helped her children become individuals capable of navigating the world with purpose. Their lives show that when children are encouraged to be themselves, they grow into adults who know who they are.